loves him, he's a legend, yeah, but I just think it's really disappointing that he's targeting the top stars of WWE right now, like, especially Seth Rollins, who is the most talented person in this company, like, whatever. So basically, everybody knows by now, but Bret Hart has basically come out and called Seth Rollins reckless, you know, saying that he's not very careful in the ring, and he causes all these injuries, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, yes, it's true, there's been, like, a lot of...
Now we're gonna go through this now, huh? You going after a guy that was my favorite wrestler when I was a kid. You see, he's speaking the truth. And let me tell you something. That beautiful punk. When Bret Hart gets stuff in his head, it stays in his head. Because what he's saying about Seth Rollins is true. True. He broke my boy John Cena's nose. He put Sting in a retirement. He injured himself, and he put Finn Balor on the shelf. Who's the next victim? Only time will tell. Let's see what else you got to say.
Well, I wouldn't even say a lot. There was Cena's nose, and then Sting, and then his own... In this business, as wrestlers, they go out there, they put their bodies on the risk, like they put their bodies on the... Like, what the fuck ever. I can't talk today, but they go out there...
You mean put their bodies on the line? Let me tell you again. They put their bodies on the line. That beautiful punk. I thought you was a big-time wrestling fan. Obviously, you can't even say that right.
They risk their bodies, you know, they put their bodies on the line and all this other stuff. Like, that's what they do. And yes, injury is expected, although there's, like, precautions taken to...
And Bret Hart didn't put his body on the line all those years when he was with the Hart Foundation. And during those singles of careers, when he won the Intercontinental Championship and the WWF/WWE Championship, WCW Championship, huh? And his career was over thanks to Goldberg. He busted his butt. If you don't remember, he took on wrestlers like Shawn Michaels. He took on wrestlers like the Barbarian, Skinner. He took on wrestlers. These are wrestlers you wasn't even born yet, but I was. He took on wrestlers like any of the Yokozuna. He beat Yokozuna. He even beat Yokozuna, and he beat the Nature Boy Ric Flair to win the WWE Championship. But the one match that I will ever forget was that match against the late great Mr. Perfect at 1991 SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship, and against the British Bulldog where he lost to the British Bulldog. You need more? You need more info for Bret Hart? Oh, I can give you more because you wasn't born yet when I was watching Bret Hart's career, and that tag team title match he had 2 out of 3 falls against Demolition and against the British Bulldogs. Ooh, I'm roasting this girl bad.
You try to prevent it and all, like, everything like that, but those don't always, like, work. It doesn't always work out like that, and people get injured, and that's part of the business, that's part of the show, that's just part of it, man. So I don't understand why Bret is getting so worked up over this. Like, I mean, you think that him out of everybody else, like, you think the legends and older wrestlers like him would understand that, like, injuries happen.
Yeah, he does understand. He had injuries during his career too. That beautiful punk. Or obviously you don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. I do a lot. I watched Bret Hart my whole life. Tag team, singles wrestler. He was my all-time favorite wrestler from the early 80s, 90s, to the millennium. So don't you dare go there with Bret Hart.
Happen, they would know more than than anybody because he was in this line of business. Like, you'd think he would know, but he's, like, still being a cranky old man about it. And I don't understand that. Like,
Cranky old man? You calling Bret Hart a cranky old man? He is not no cranky old man. He's a WWE Hall of Famer. If you didn't know that beautiful punk. You see, I know a lot about Bret Hart more than you do. You wasn't born yet. You wasn't born half of the time when he was a wrestler. But, Angie, I was. I watched him since the early 80s to the 90s to the millennium. I've seen all his matches. I've seen all of his rivalry matches. I know more than you do.
you can't just pin the blame on one person because these things happen regardless. Like, in this business, for men, oh, menopause, that's funny. Okay, there's so many, like, I'm laughing in my head, and I know I'm not funny, but, like, I don't care. So, menopause, he's a man. Why is it called menopause if it's, like, that doesn't make sense.
Nothing that you're talking about this whole video is making no damn sense. Bret Hart is a legend. He lost his brother Owen Hart in 1998. I miss Owen Hart too. I love the Hart Foundation. They were my all-time favorite tag team. I didn't care if Bret Hart was a heel or face. I just knew I liked him. But when he had his run with Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's when I disliked him. Because I dumped him for Stone Cold. But back in the day, I didn't. Don't you ever call him a cranky old man again. He's a Hall of Famer, damn it. Don't you ever call him that.
Okay, so this is just like my quick little thoughts on this because I think it's absolutely fucking, like, it's stupid to, like, basically try to, victimize.
Stupid? No, you stupid. It's like what you said during your recent interview when you roast me. This is a free country and we can speak the truth. Well, I'm speaking the truth on you about this. Bret Hart is the excellence of execution. He's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And that will always stay until the day he dies. And he's a Hall of Famer. Now, I want you to roast me back on this. Bring it on, Ange. Bring it on, the beautiful punk. I'll be waiting. Because guess what? I had to get you on this one. Because Bret Hart is still number one. Even though he's a Hall of Famer, he is still a great wrestler.